no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Aggies about to kick it away and get this season started. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Coleman. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, they had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experienced depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
And the Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw, it's Levitt. It's complete on the right side. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll run it from the gun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Coleman. At the 45 on his way. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Finds some fresh air. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Udo. Inside the 35. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. It'll be a draw. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils! A great catch and run for 6. The extra point here would tie the game. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Caught over the middle. It's Price. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Gets it out quickly. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let...
He's got it at the 20. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the 1st quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the 2nd. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. period, first down here. The give to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Going for the marker on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And it looked looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Off-play action on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Arizona State. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more. There he goes! Got enough for the first down and wants more. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down here for the offense. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning this one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Craver. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They're facing a third down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Let's see what they do on third down. To throw, it's Reed. Grabbed over the middle, it's Craver. Turns it on in midfield. Off to the races to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He might want another play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Bring in the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Udo. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moss. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Levitt. Finds the tight end. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. It's caught downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The snap sets up to throw. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Good, right down the boulevard. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Reed. He wants to take the top off. Caught at the 25. Open spaces. Touchdown, Aggies. And the pummeling has started.
And that's a great throw and catch, but you got to give the offensive line a lot of credit for pass protection because that was a slow developing play. Did you see him line up all the way to the left? He caught that thing across the field way down. So the quarterback needed time. He had to be able to survey the defense, step up, and throw a strike. The O-line getting it done in pass pro for that TD.
He'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
This quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And as he throws, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Levitt. Lets it fly. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the right. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's a nice job by the defense turning the page. You just gave up an explosive play. Now you got to come right back with tempo, and a nice job in the back end covering to force that incompletion.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
And that is another first down for the offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Release to the back. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
He's looking to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Gets it past the marker. At midfield, he's got room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching pass, turning it on! Oh, what a cut! They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a
touchdown, Texas A&M, and the beatdown has ensued.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle, it's Udo. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Let's go. Here's the handoff. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quarterback making checks. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he wants it all. Touchdown, Arizona State! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Final play of the quarter coming. They go to the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And the Aggies will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Touchdown, Aggies! And the punishment has been extended.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And they tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Complete to the right. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he tacks on the extra point.
63, Arizona State.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
He lets one fly deep. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Set to kick it away.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. There he goes. He's at the and he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
70. Arizona State, 38.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I love this by the offensive coordinator because as the game goes along, you see how are they going to line up when we line up in this? What coverage do they like to play? And then you can take advantage. You say, all right, the corner route is open. I'm going to hit it.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the 28. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off play action. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Arizona State, 38.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air. It's Lindsey. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end.